Well, hi folks, I'm going to tip my first pot of new potatoes out now. They've been completely neglected. As you can see, there's thistles growing in amongst them, sticky buds everywhere. I've not watered them once, so I'm expecting them to be absolutely pitiful and scabby, because like I said, the compost will be so dry, I would imagine. So I'm not expecting anything, but we'll get a pot out and we'll have a look and see what we've got, whether it's a disaster or whether it's an absolute fluke. Well, right then folks, as you can see, not a great deal of growth on the top, so we'll tip them out anyway. These were sowed 90 days ago, so 3 months. So we'll have a look. It's very dry, the compost, but there's a couple of spuds anyway. It might be a bit of a fluke. If these are not scabby, I'll be amazed. I'm quite amazed at that. If they'd have had some more water, in fact, I can't complain. I'm surprised. You can see how dry it is, look. It's absolutely bone dry. So if I give these a bit of a watering now, in the next few pots I should get a good crop, but I am surprised. Three seed potatoes, geez, look at it. So there you go, that is a total fluke. I didn't do, no effort went into these whatsoever. I've not watered them once, not done a thing to them. So that is really, really lucky. Oh, that's just ridiculous. Sorry. We've had the driest spring on it ever. It's not rained. That's why it's so dry. Yeah, I've got a decent crop. Well, decent-ish. So that is just daft. So maybe Nicola, the variety, are a bit more drought resistant or scab resistant. But I can't complain with that. I honestly thought I was going to get a handful of little potatoes about that big that would be all scabby and inedible. But I look to have just about timed it right. So let's have a quick root through, have a weigh. If I don't chuck all my compost back in my bag. See what we've got. Keep coming. If I got £3, I'd be over the moon. Really would. That's a pound of seed potato. I would be really happy, because like I said, I was expecting nothing whatsoever. Trying to waffle. That's about it, I think. Can't believe that, honestly. Really surprised. So turn it on, come on, and we'll give it away. See what we've got to. If you can see, 3.24 pounds, 3¼ pounds, so over the moon with that. The most I would have expected would have been about £5, and that's when they were bigger. But considering I've never watered these, that is an absolute fluke. So just goes to show that when you're growing them in pots planted in the soil, they're still getting enough moisture from the roots that are growing through the pots into the soil, which is compared to when you're just plant a bag of them onto concrete or something. So the only water they ever get is what's in the pot. At least with these, they still get the water from the ground, so that's what makes all the difference. That's it folks, really happy with that. £3 of spuds, thought I was going to get none. See you later.